Welcome back to episode 2 of Reimburced Realities TV, all about me and my life as a single mom, a teen mom, and somebody's baby mama. And since you guys loved Cody so much in the first episode, I decided to bring him right back with a live Q&A that some of my fellow baby mamas could possibly relate to. Stay tuned for the reality of the day.
Everybody, welcome to Reimburced Reality TV. It is your boy, your favorite, Cody Robinson, and we're back today speaking to your favorite baby mama,
Kwani's first.
How you doing, baby?
I'm doing good.
That's good. So how you feel the spotlight on you now?
It's amazing.
I bet it is. So let's go ahead and get into this. Okay. So it was 4 days before prom, and this was the biggest night of your life. You're excited. We were like graduation night was, I believe. And you're going out, and then you find out you're pregnant. So I know it's many people who reached out to you. I know some of my classmates has reached out to you about being pregnant, and then coming out and telling people and your mom. How was that?
Nerve-wracking. I know when I found out, I did go with one of my best friends, and my main concern was how was I going to tell my mom? That was it. How am I going to get this through to my mom, to my brother, to my dad?
Right.
How am I going to do that? I remember going to work every day, wanting to cry. I would tell my coworkers. I told everyone besides my mom. And I'm just like, I have to tell her. When am I going to tell her? If I don't tell her, she's going to be upset with me because I didn't tell her. That's your mom. You should be comfortable with telling her that. And so I remember talking to one of my coworkers, and she was like, just tell her. You'll feel so much better if you just tell her. And so I remember one night I'm just like coming out of my room, and I'm like, I'm going to tell her. I'm just going to tell her. Just straight out, Mom, I'm pregnant. And that's exactly what I did. I actually told her husband first, and I'm like, you get it? I ain't gonna say it, but, and he's right. Like, you're pregnant. You're gonna have to tell your mom, right? And I'm just like, can you tell her? I'm not ready for that.
How Jennifer is.
Exactly. And so he's like, no, you're gonna have to do it. And so she comes in, I'm like, Mom, sit down. She's like, no. I'm like, can you just please sit down? She's like, no, whatever you gotta tell me, tell me. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I just told her, Mom, I'm pregnant.
Do you think she probably already knew? Because mothers most they know their child.
No, because I lied a lot.
You do? Oh,
I didn't tell her, that I was doing anything, and so that's what I think caused a lot of tension in that aspect, because I don't think she knew at all.
Right.
And she just said okay. There was no yelling, which I don't know how anyone else's experience is. I don't know if any girl that's going to be watching, my story, if they know, how their mom is going to react. But I can almost guarantee you from my personal experience, my mom became my best friend. I slept in her bed every night of my pregnancy till the time I had my child. She became my best friend. Once that and once that initial, coming out part was over, that's my best friend. So I would definitely tell anyone watching, tell your mom.
All right.
She's gonna be the only one there for you till the end.
All right. So we're just graduating high school. We're about to venture off into our lives. And I know we had a conversation. You were supposed to go off to college and everything, pursuing your education. Oops, you thought you did, but now you have a baby.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
I do remember about 2 weeks prior to me finding out, I got an acceptance letter to Clark Atlanta University, which is a private HBCU in Atlanta, which all my entire life, that's what we planned. We graduate and we go to college. I was, an exceptional student in high school. My entire school career, K through 12, I was exceptional. you know, and then senior year hits, I do all my SATs, my ACTs, and then the other test, the pregnancy test, which knocked all of that off. And that's that red acceptance letter, which I look at almost daily now, of me not being there. You know, I was ashamed, you know, having to stay here. What am I going to do in Atlanta with a newborn baby? You know, anywhere. I feel like that's not really, you know, practical, especially if you're by yourself. You know, I did have my parents, but they are not going to Atlanta with me. They have a life. It's my child. And so I had to stay here and pursue my education here, which most people don't want to do. You know, who wants to say, oh, they're still here, they didn't get to go off. I did miss that opportunity, but I don't regret it. So
you shouldn't.
So it's hard. I still struggle with that aspect, but it is a motivation. One day, hopefully, I'll end up there just like anyone. Right. You know, I'm still pursuing my education, still doing amazing in that aspect.
Okay, so we heard a little bit of reaction of your mother, you know, how she felt and so what and so forth. Tell us a little bit about your baby father and how he felt and going on with this process.
In the beginning, he was very supportive. I can say that he was there. We were both young. We were still, like I said, both about to graduate high school, supposed to be pursuing our college careers. But I know graduation day, I knew the reality had really sunk in for him and for me too, because I realized there was kind of a shift in how things were going between me and him, and the fact that we were about to have a family. So I can say in the beginning he was there, and it kind of trickled off, and I felt alone. And I can say it made me becoming a teen mom harder, because not only am I by myself, I'm alone in this world right now. I'm supposed to be let out of my house. You know, we're supposed to be gone. We were raised to be out of the house at this age, about to go to college. And so now I'm just like, I have me, now we have a child, and now I'm looking to you, but you're not there. And it caused a lot of friction between us in our friendship and in our relationship. We didn't work out. You know, a lot of things came in between what we did have, and that's it on that. You know, that's what happens. It seems to be more of a common thing now. I see that it seems like when you get pregnant, it don't work out no more. It seems as soon as you get pregnant, it's like a baby will not make a man stay. It won't make a man act right, especially at our age. It won't work out. And if you're lucky, God bless you.
All right, so I know you stated that you said it wasn't working out. So, like, elaborate. Are y'all still together, or are you out there jumping from pond to pond, or what's going on here? I'm a little bit curious.
No, we did not work out. We did not rekindle anything. I did actually, at the end of my pregnancy, I got engaged. I was hurt. You know, betrayal played a major part in why we did not work out, and why I think a lot of pregnancies and families don't work out. You know, we get betrayed, and all we want at that moment is love. And when I'm pregnant at this young age, I did notice that, okay, why don't you love me? Like, I'm carrying your child. Like, all we have right now is us. We don't have nothing else. It's us. Like, I was good enough then when we created the child, but now you don't want me. Now what's wrong with me? And I blame myself a lot for why we didn't work out. But then towards the end of my pregnancy, I'm just like, look, I'm carrying this baby. I'm doing everything on my own. I'm creating a life, and you can't respect me then. If a man cannot respect you at that vulnerable time in your life, you're carrying a child, which is the closest thing to death, and I'm fixing to have this child, you'll never respect me. And that's how I looked at it. You will never respect me if you can't respect me now at this precious time. We're supposed to be together creating this family. Like I said, if you can't respect me then, you're never going to respect me. And so after I got past that point, I was like, you know what, I do want love though, just don't want it from you. So I went and I got engaged. I wanted love, and I felt like he really did. And then it became an issue of like the what ifs. The what ifs started to settle in with me and my baby daddy. It was, but what if I just didn't give him another chance? What if, how am I going to explain this to my child? Why didn't we work out? It was a lot of what ifs. And I called it quits on that. Once again, another failed relationship, and all I wanted was a family, which I think every girl wants. We don't grow up. I never grew up saying, hey, you guys, I'm going to be the next baby mama. No one says that. I don't want to just be a baby mama. Right. So I want love. I want a ring on my finger eventually, if not now. I wanted those things, and I seek those things, and I can say I don't want anyone to do what I did, to just go out looking for it. A man should find you and respect you and how you feel, especially once you have that child. You can't just, be reckless like that. So, no, we did not work out.
So are you on the market? That's the question. Are you seeing somebody or?
I am.
Okay.
I'm still single though. No one has put a ring on my finger. I'm not engaged or married. Don't get this ring confused. So yeah, and like I said, once you have a child, your views of relationships they change. It's not more so like it's about me. Like I just want you to value me. I do want you to value my child as well, but I can't let everyone in to my child's life as well. So when I say single, that doesn't mean that I'm not dating. Mm-hmm. It's more so of like, okay, we're not a unit yet. Right. We're not a unity. We're not married. I still have to tend to my child. You're not first yet.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk about one little thing here. How do you feel about child support? Like, I know most women talk about, well, I don't want to put him on this. I don't want to do him like that. Well, he's still there somewhat. Like, do you feel like
I'm that person. I'm that mom. I don't view it as a requirement. I did not put him on it because I was one of those moms that's just like, no, like he'll be there, he'll step up, he'll grow up. And I felt like I didn't want to have to force you to take care of your child financially. But see, me being the person I am, I handled it financially. It was the life support that I needed. And that's one thing that I stand for. Most women want that child support. They do want that check. I don't even care about that. I worked up until the last day of my pregnancy. I want life support. And what I mean by life support is I want you to sacrifice as much as I sacrifice. When you going without meals and you watching your food get cold because you're ready, to feed your child or your child is ready to eat, that food is cold. That car seat, heavy. I'm only like a good 115. That car seat was half of me. You try wanting to go to the gas station and get a slushie and you carrying that car seat in everywhere you go. There is no, I'm just going to take a few minutes. No, you have to be there for your child. There were no sacrifices. There is no breaks. I don't get any breaks. I don't get to say, I'm going to go home. I'm going to take a nap. No, you're not. I'm not on my schedule anymore. But yeah, I can see that you're doing whatever you want to do. And that's how most dads are. They get to do whatever they want to do. But the mom, those baby mamas, those single moms, those teen moms, all moms, they don't get that opportunity to just say, I'm going to relax today. I'm going to do this today. It's going to be me time today. We don't get that opportunity. We don't get that life support that we need. So I can sit and argue all day about that child support, but those finances, nah, that's not cutting it. I can take care of that by myself. I can pay for daycare and I can buy diapers. I can buy wipes. That's just the type of parent I am. But I do wish I had more breaks. I do wish I had more time to focus on myself. And I lost myself. I lost myself when it came to that. It was like a identity crisis for me. It was, my life was not over. It wasn't over. But my baby took part of me. There was no, hey, Quanice. I went from that known, like, popular outcast type of person. It was, you're Quanice. I know who you are. But here's Carter. Hey, Carter. And I'm just like, hey, you guys, I'm still here. Like, can you ask how I'm doing? Because I'm not okay. Deep down inside, I'm not okay. Can you ask me? Oh, did your baby need anything? No, he's fine. That child support probably took care of that. He's fine, but I'm not. can y'all ask me, do I need anything? And so when it comes to that child support, it's like the child support doesn't even matter. It's life support, and that's really what I need, is that support mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, which is, what Reimburced stands for. I lost myself. So how can I give myself that back, being a mom? And I learned, I did try to, balance and make time and try to find myself, try to gain everything that I lost back.